Hey folks, so it occurs to me that I actually never made an overview video of my classic paper computer game, Pokemon Stop. I have made a lot of videos on that game. We did a full playthrough of it years ago towards the beginning of this channel, but I never fully showed the game in one concise video. And now that we're going to be making a PC game adaptation of this, and I hired a programmer to do that, I think it's as good a time as any to refresh your memory. So, this game is called Pokemon Stop. It is my loose adaptation of the Pokemon universe. But basically, with a twist. So we can already see on the cover, you're like throwing a Pokeball at BB-8 from Star Wars. So what's going on there? So this game takes place in an unknown region of the Pokemon universe, in which there's lots of strange creatures, which basically are alternate versions of stuff from movies and TV and, whatever else. This is a fun concept of what to do with a Pokemon game. Okay, so, yeah. So we start out here. We are in Mallet Town. Not Pallet, but Mallet Town. So that's you. You play as Gash Ketchum, the cousin of Ash Ketchum. That's your house, not much inside. There's just your mom. You can go say a tearful goodbye or whatever, because you're setting out on your journey to be a Pokemon trainer. We've got a tent over here, but don't worry about that. We've got, this is the lab. That is where the first place you're going to go. So we'll get to that in a second. This is Mary's house. That's your rival from school who's always giving you trouble, Mary. Yeah, she's not home right now. But if you go inside the lab, we can come to this place where we meet Professor Ginkgo. Professor Ginkgo is, this is the Pokemon universe version of Ginkus. He's got like a staff powered by a Pokeball that is kept in a state of just constantly partially open. So its energy is constantly coming out of that, and he harnesses it to power his staff. You have to choose one of these 3 Pokeballs. There's 3 Pokemon inside. He's got a lot of interesting, trinkets over there. But basically, once you choose your Pokemon, you have to go back to here. And in order to get out of the town, you have to get past Mary. She will be your first Pokemon battle. But yeah, once you get past all of that, we get to the real area, right? So the game really starts here. This is sort of our central area. So in our central area, we have, let's see. Let's actually arrange the screens, because, yeah, we've got, there it is. We've got this, giant evil tower at the center, and that is where the final boss is, the final boss battle. You can't go in right away. So you have, in order to get inside, you need 3 gym badges. So now these 3 screens are sort of like the central area of the game. You can explore them. There's Pokemon trainers around here. Actually, this one is just a Pokemon wandering. That's a Zumbini. That's Hat Kid. That's a trainer. So some of these are characters we've seen in other paper computer games. Others are things from other franchises, like Zumbini's is from a popular computer game back from the 90s. And basically, from here, you can explore in 3 different directions. There are 3 trails. This way is the mutant path. This way is the shadow path. And this way is the robot path, I think. So yeah, if we were to go, let's explore this way. Let's go to the mutants path. The mutant path takes us here, where there's this area with all these abandoned buildings, and in the distance we can see there's a tower that's partially buried under the dirt. There's radiation radiating up from behind it. And if we go inside, by the way, there's these are actually humans wandering around, but they're Pokemon though. So these are humans that are also Pokemon. That's a reference to game theory's theory that humans themselves are a form of Pokemon. In this game, I decided that is officially canon. So Anyway, but these humans, they'll just, if you come up to them, they're just going to be like, human, 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 human. Like, that's all they say. They won't talk to you like a normal human. These buildings are all abandoned, but if you go inside this building, you can see it's sort of tilted. It's on its side. So there you are, and you have to kind of like make your way down, you know, through all these levels. And if we go down into here, that does take us into the Morlock City. So this is the Morlock City that we've seen in the movie The Time Machine, which is a classic sci-fi movie. But yeah, like it's like a subterranean cavern, and these people are all like an evolutionary descendant, like an alternate species of humans that live underground. And, you know, there is a Pokemon Center in here and a shop. But basically, yeah, here's the shop over here where you can buy Pokeballs and rare candy and whatnot. The shopkeeper is just like a grumpy Morlock. He will resent you, but he will still sell you his wares normally. He's not gonna like attack or whatever. So in each one of these three paths, there is a gym leader. The gym leader for this path, the mutant path, is this guy. This is Gorbertron. He's what's called an Uber Morlock, meaning he's like super intelligent and he's got telekinetic and telepathic powers. So he's going to be difficult to beat. But also, I mean, he's a gym leader, so you're fighting his Pokemon, not really him directly so much. He does have a Tribble on his table. Once you beat him, you get one of the three badges. You get the Mutant Badge. So, yeah, that's basically that path. Each one of these three paths has a theme. So the Mutant Path has Morlocks, but it also has other forms of, like, mutated humans that you can find throughout that path. Then if we go down the other path, the Shadow Path, that is, like, the path with, like, all sorts of ghosts. So here we are. If we come into the Shadow Path, this is sort of like the path you should follow. It's like a roadway that goes up here. These are all columns, and there's like lots and lots of ghosts. These are actually mostly boos from the Mario games, except for that one. That's one of the ghosts from Pac-Man. But yeah, each one of these is a Pokemon. They can be captured. I don't recommend trying to walk through all of these because you'll get lost in the fog. If we keep following the road, it's going to take us over here. There's some buildings over here. One of them, you know, this is just more of those guys, but over here we've got, this is a shop. This is a shadow being, an Umbreon, who's like selling you stuff. We've got Pokeballs, you know, basically the same stuff you can get at any of the shops, but, you know, creepier. So I don't know if you want to risk shopping here, like, you know, be my guest, but I mean, who am I kidding? It'll probably be fine. If you keep following the path down the Shadow Path, you will eventually come to this. This is the Tower of Babel, or the Basilica. I forget what I actually called it in this, but that's basically what it is. It's this giant like tower reaching up into the heavens. There are more ghostly Pokemon by the entrance. All 5 of these are Umbreons, so those are a form of Pokemon, so you can capture them. Umbreons are like shadow beings. They wear masks, and the mask is like the physical object holding them to this plane. And that way they're kind of similar to the Pokemon Yamask and also Umbreon, I think. But yeah. So we've got a Sphinx over here, which will ask you some riddles. If you can, there's also, this is a green bubble. The green bubble is mysterious. That we've seen that in Chris's paper computer games. If we go inside the tower, that is going to take us to where, dun dun dun, this is the gym leader. This is Lily. But yeah, so here you are, and you're standing on this whole thing over here. So this is sort of a cool, this is sort of like zooming out a little bit and showing us the Pokemon multiverse. So she's kind of hovering in midair, and there's these platforms. So this platform represents Earth, and then these are the platforms represent the dimensions of these godlike Pokemon. And up here is Arceus, the creator deity. These two represent time and space. And yeah, these are showing you like some of the different dimensions in the Pokemon world. Over here in the distance, you can see a different multiverse. This is the multiverse which contains the regular paper computer games. You know, you've got this one represents the PCG universe, that one represents Saluna, this one is Grizel. But yeah, she is the gym leader, so you have to fight her with all of her ghostly Pokemon. She will get the badge in that way. But yeah, so by the way, I didn't mention this is a Pokemon Center over here. Nothing really remarkable about this. This just looks like the Pokemon centers from all the other Pokemon games. We've got Nurse Joy, because what kind of a Pokemon game would this be without Nurse Joy, right? You need Nurse Joy. It's classic, right? So if we go on the third path, the robot path is what that's called, and it's super robotic, and that's why all these paths are very methodical, very well maintained. The grass is nicely cut, and there's like robots wandering trainers. You're gonna have to fight these robots. Some of them are actually Pokemon that you can catch. Like these are box bots, and yeah, they're gonna be like contaminant detected, and they're gonna attack you. We think we have a Magnetite over here. And there's also human trainers in the area as well. This is just a cameo of, you know, one of my characters. Yeah, there is, you know, this whole maze screen area over here. And if you can get past all of this, which is going to be pretty complicated, you're going to get up through here. And then that takes you to the top of the mountain. And so here at the top of the mountain, we've got like a mountain. Oh, this is upside down. Whoopsie. We've got this like mountain town sort of thing. This is sort of like the peak. And then we go over this wooden bridge. These are chasms to, you know, fall to your death, but don't worry about that. There's a Tektite over here. You know, that's like the spider things from Zelda, but now it's a Pokemon. We can, you know, if we go back over this bridge, like there's a shop over here, or if we go over here, there's a Pokemon Center. And over here, this castle, that's going to be our gym. There's like a random Zoo Chomper over there, and a random Metroid over there. And over here, we've got Ian and Elise. These are two trainers who you just have to fight. These are actually cameos from a Pokemon fanfiction series by a user I found on the Pokemon fanfiction wiki, and we collaborated a bit. So these are his two characters, but anyway, you have to fight them. If you go inside the castle, oh, by the way, I forgot to show, this is the shop for the mountain zone. There's just like a robot shopkeeper over there. But yeah, if we go inside the castle, we can find, here is the gym leader for the castle. Yeah, this is the collector. He's like, he's obsessed with upgrading humanity and like basically replacing our biology with technology, like turning everyone into robots. So of course he's got lots of robot parts on his wall. There's like, it's TikTok from The Wizard of Oz. That's like a Cylon from Battlestar Galactica. I swear this looks like Bot from Bot's Bridge, my PCG, but that can't be possible because I made Bot's Bridge after this. So yeah, I don't know how that could have happened, but either way, it's a cool maybe reference. That's like Malfoy's arm. Yeah, there's just lots of random junk. Don't worry about that, though. Basically, he's the gym leader. You do need to fight him in a Pokemon battle. He will use robot Pokemon against you. You have to defeat him. Yeah, he's one of the cooler dudes in the game, I guess. But yeah, once you've gotten past all of this, we can go back to basically the beginning, and you can get inside of the tower itself. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, inside of this, like, this dark tower over here itself, once you're inside, I don't know how much I should, like, actually spoil. Maybe I should keep a little bit of that, you know, secret. But yeah, like, here's your glimpse of, like, what's going on inside of the final tower. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to refresh your guys' memory about Pokemon Stop, especially since we are making that new Pokemon Stop game. I think that's pretty cool. If anyone wants to help make it, we are looking for pixel art right now. Anyone who knows how to make pixel art, definitely head down to the PCG Discord link in the description. We're trying to make... Basically, the computer game is going to be a direct adaptation of this game, so that's partly why I don't want to spoil too much. If for those who have not seen the original Pokemon Stop, I want you to be, come into the new game fresh. I actually hired a programmer, so that's going to be really cool. And if we can get, we need like all these random characters, all these random Pokemon that you can see throughout the game. We need pixel art of those, so we need pixel art artists. So yeah, anyone who wants to help, go down into the PCG Discord. There's instructions there. Let me know in a comment if you can't figure out how to do it or whatever. I am happy to talk to you about it. But yeah, that's my paper computer game, Pokemon Stop. Thanks for watching as always, and PCG you later.